You need to start loving yourself. I need to start loving myself. I think I put filters on because I have trouble loving myself, and I don't think other people are going to love me and what they see. And they're not going to listen to me if they don't like what they see. But yet I pray that I look at people the way God looks at people, and he sees their hearts. I want to just share something with you. I got off the creator program because I want to repurpose my videos, and I want to write a book. And I am in the process of it. And I want to help you get off your butt, and I want to help you to start loving yourself. And I want to tell you something. You better figure out who you are, because if you don't know who you are, people are going to tell you who you are, and you're going to believe them. And it might be that you're insignificant. I want you to start acting like the person who's going to be the greatest, the one who inspires others to feel like winners. And the truth is, not everyone will win. Not everyone wins. The people who do are the ones who recognize opportunities, and the opportunities that are in front of them, not the ones that pass them by and that are behind them. Opportunities for growth. Even when life knocks them down, that happens to all of us. Remember that this found you for a reason. There's no hashtags. If you're sitting at home and you're constantly sharing one sad story after another, understand that the reality you're choosing is what's coming out of your mouth and in your mind. Instead of focusing on who the best loser is, who's the best loser? Who's the biggest loser of us all? Am I the biggest loser? Start striving to be the biggest winner. There's no virtue in simply enduring hardships and getting through them and letting that define you. True value comes from overcoming obstacles and creating a story that inspires others. And when you share your story, it can inspire others. And it's proving that other people are going through the same thing and they have lifted themselves up. We have a responsibility to share what we've gone through to help others, to lift each other up. I feel this sense of inspiration, like maybe my story can help you, maybe your story can help me. But don't waste your time trying to convince others that you're somehow destined for greatness. Don't waste your time. Don't waste the air in your lungs. You have to do the work. No one's going to celebrate you until you celebrate yourself. You're going to have to work at it, and sometimes alone with nobody there to lift you up or pull you. Sometimes you wish you had a partner, maybe because I'm single, that could applaud my successes or recognize that there's so much more to me, or help me gain momentum. People won't notice, people won't recognize, people won't be your cheering section, and people won't finally believe what you don't believe. You're going to face doubt, and you're going to set yourself up just to keep proving yourself over and over to people until you're the only person that matters, that knows your worth. And then you can start to build something great. You can be successful. You can set small goals and you can achieve them. You really can. But you can't expect people to support unrealistic goals. You have to set step-by-step smaller goals to achieve, and then really validate yourself for winning those achievements. You're not going to get everyone on board for your ideas and your success, and you're wasting your energy. Take that energy, turn it around, and amplify it in your own life and in your own goals. And really, every person that's listening right now, I know that every person listening right now has something against them and distraction. You know, years ago, we didn't have social media constantly showing us what others were doing and comparing. We didn't compare ourselves to what they were doing or what they were achieving. We had to figure out things for ourselves. And now people spend too much time just like copying others, how they speak, how they create, how they present themselves. But by doing this, you're holding yourself back. The best you can ever be is not a copy of somebody else. There's a cute little squirrel over there. You know, the only true way to move into your authentic self and your own skills and your own voice and your own style is risk by risk. And it's terrifying to put yourself out there. No one starts out great. No one finds their voice. The first time that I spoke up for myself even, it was considered disrespect. Because I was always so passive and I was a doormat for people to walk on and use. And they misjudged my strength. You have to do the same. Just because I'm sweet and I'm nice doesn't mean that I am stupid or I am dumb or I hold my tongue or I let other people speak. Does not mean that I don't know what's going on or that I don't see clearly how insignificant another person may feel I am. I know everybody has potential. The difference is most people aren't developing it. There's too much distraction, constant noise, people pulling you away from the real work that's involved in finding your inner strength and what you have to say. And I do have something to say, whether people want to listen to it or not. Like I said, we didn't have social media. We didn't have endless content to consume. If I wanted to learn how to do something, I had to go out there and try, and I had to fail, and I had to look like a fool in the process, or I didn't try at all because the people around me were not my cheering section. They had determined my predestination was nothing. Avoid what many never reach, and that's your full potential. Everywhere we turn, there's negativity being pushed on us. The news, the negative social media. It's negative sometimes. People argue, complain, and they try to divide each other. But here's the truth. Life is hard for everyone. Yes, some people are doing better right now. Maybe they have more money, more security, or things that are going smoother for them. But at the end of the day, success comes from a mindset of action. And the people who push through, who focus on their own growth instead of distractions, are the ones who win. So stop waiting for validation. Stop trying to convince people. Stop copying others. And get to work. And develop your own greatness. Love yourself. Don't wait for somebody else to love you. Don't tell everybody what you're doing either, because the minute that you've made a decision about where you're going and what you're doing in your life, they think that they have an opinion about it. And for too long, you've cared what other people's opinions are. Like I said, you have got to love yourself. You've got to find yourself first to love yourself. And in a world or in a situation where you have allowed people that surround you to tell you who you are, you haven't been able to figure out who that is. Step up to yourself. Show up for yourself. Show up for your future. Love yourself. Don't wait for anybody else to love you. That would be wonderful if you can surround yourself by supportive and encouraging friends. And I want to be one. Start acting like the person you want to be. And step away from people who do not believe you have a good future. And find yours.